I have tried in my writings to relate the genius displayed by my good friend Griffin Meyer in his work as a consulting detective. But rarely can I think of a case that so taxed his vast intellect and deductive talents as the one that appeared right in our sitting room at our lodgings at 116B Butcher Lane on an otherwise uneventful and mundane day in late January.
I say, my dear Meyer, how goes your work on the case of our illustrious client, Lord Gaga?
It proceeds very well, my dear Dr. Basil, but I fear the case is not so exotic as I'd hoped, and that his estranged wife's disappearance may simply be the result of a bad romance.
My.
Ah, that'll be the key. Don't trouble yourself, old chap. I'll get it. Come in! Hello, Mrs. Hampshire.
Hello, my dears. I've brought you your tea.
Oh, thank you.
I've also whipped up some biscuits, some cookies, and some digestives.
I say, Mrs. Hampshire, is there any difference between the three?
Not that I can see. Can I get you lads anything else?
No.
Some sausage rolls?
Oh, no, thank you, Mrs. Hampshire.
It wouldn't be any trouble. I could just whip up some tiny sandwiches or some eggs in a basket.
No, thanks. We're quite good, thank you.
It wouldn't be any trouble at all. I could just pop down to the store and stuff your cheeks with toad in a hole or pony on the raft.
Thank you, Mrs. Hampshire. We are quite content with the fare you have provided us.
All right. Ta.
I say, Mrs. Hampshire may be the picture of a doting house mom, but there are times that her good-natured attentions can be downright oppressive. Why, to borrow from the vulgar, I may describe it as a bit of a pain in the posterior. I say, doctor, are you well? Are you ill? Have you been stung by a bee? Have you swallowed a bee? Have you lost a wager to a bee who is coming by to repossess your begonias and break your legs?
Oh, pain in the posterior!
Mrs. Hampshire, it's not as unflattering as all that.
No.
I meant pain in the posterior in the most pleasant possible manner.
Pleasant?
Yes, like a spanking.
Yes,
spanking. Yes.
From a beautiful woman.
Yes, dressed as a schoolmistress.
Yes. Yes, and if she calls you to the board, takes out her yardstick.
Yes, because you've been such a naughty pupil.
Thank you, gentlemen. That will be enough. I accept your apology. Good day.
Whoa. I say, this is most irregular.
Most curious indeed. Do you suppose that this might be the new light sugar?
I can think of no other explanation. Save that we are somehow haunted by some mischievous spirit.
Oh, God save the Queen! Oh, good Lord, Meyer! Are you all right?
I think so. But now there's no doubt in my mind, dear doctor. We are indeed beset by a restless spirit.
Well, show him what for. Take that, you invisible cur! I'll teach you to haunt our proud nation and steal our women!
Doctor! Please, cease. Your weapon will do little good against an enemy who is dead already.
Oh, I suppose you're right.
Perhaps a trip to our little library.
Consult the library! Yes.
The Winchester Spirit Manual, I think.
Yes, here we are. Oh, dear me. Let's see. What is this here? Until such time as the spirit can be identified and dealt with properly, salt and iron filings may be used to repel said spirits.
Ah, splendid. I'll just ring up for Mrs. Hampshire to go down to market and pick us up some.
Ah, no need, dear boy. Every man like myself who served in Her Majesty's steam forces carries 2 revolvers packed with rock salt at all times.
Oh, double splendid. On the count of bang.
All right.
Effective. Yes,
Sure, any good.
Mine seems to work. That's all.
Good.
Yeah, take this.
Thank you.
Yeah, we do read on.
All right. Let's see.
The books are haunted.
Yes, they jump around on you. This will weaken the spirit momentarily until you can find out who they were in life, find their graves, exhume the body, and then salt and burn the remains.
Ah, well, that would be simple enough.
What? Oh, that's ghastly.
Perhaps, if we found out what troubles the spirit, maybe we can help it find some sort of peace and it will leave of its own accord.
Oh, like in the Penny Dreadful.
Yes, Doctor,
yes.
If you would consult my volumes of articles of interest. I think that I've clipped from the paper, perhaps from 3 years previous to our moving into these lodgings. Yes,
This is the one. Let's see here. Yes. Consulting detective seeks shapely woman with a mutton chop fetish to dress as a school mistress.
Not the classifieds.
Right. There we are. Woman found dead in the residences of 116B Butcher Lane. No cause of death could be found, save the last words she cried to her sister as she passed. It was the speckled band.
Indeed. Perhaps this spirit that queers our tea time so is that same young woman crying out for justice from beyond the grave. Doctor.
Wait, hang about. Here's another article from a year previous.
Oh?
Man found hanged in his bedroom. Constables on the scene believe it to be suicide, the result of paranoid hysteria, as he had recently increased the security about his rooms at 116B Butcher Lane.
Oh. Well, it is no mean feat for Grimbenmeyer, greatest consulting detective in all Albion, to sort out 2 cold case grisly murders. I shall have them done by dinner time, mayhap even supper.
2 years before that, man found with his throat slit ear to ear in his sitting chair at the residences of 116B Butcher Lane. In fact, I think it's your chair just there. And a month before that, constables called to 116B Butcher Lane to investigate a mass homicide. The number of victims cannot be identified as yet until SteamFest is able to assemble all of the body parts of the victims, but so far 7 hands belonging to at least 4 separate torsos.
That will be fine, dear doctor. Good Lord, no wonder we were able to procure these rooms at such an affordable price.
Indeed.
Well, there's nothing else for it then. We'll have to contact the spirits directly.
All right. Hello, spirits! Gooey!
Oh. Well, I know, Doctor. Perhaps we can put on a seance. If you'll procure more rock salt, I will go and secure the items that I require.
Jolly good.
Excellent. The game is afoot!
Come and get me, you ectoplasmic savages! I'll send you all crying back to your mothers in hell! Rule Albion! Albion rule the skies! Albion's never, never, never shall be slimes!
Doctor!
Dash it, Maya! Do alert a man when you're about to enter a room, especially when he's packing 6 rounds of deadly sodium chloride.
Oh, so sorry, Old Spice. I've procured the ingredients I require. Unfortunately, I lost my foot.
I'll join you. I'm not so sure how I feel about all this mumbo-jumbo voodoo Hindu savvy. All seems a bit off, if you ask me.
Would you prefer to enter more rounds of your weapon into a defenseless chair?
No, I suppose you're right. So what have you got there?
A rare African herb, taduki.
Yes.
It is said that if one inhales it properly, that you can quit your physical form and travel the ether, communing with spirits and gods alike, traversing both space and time itself.
Oh, and what's in that bottle there?
Absinthe.
How does that aid the ritual?
It doesn't.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
Now, where did I leave my pipe?
Here you go, baby.
Thank you, Green Fairy.
Anytime.
Now, Doctor.
Yes.
I'm going. Please take out your notebook.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to go into a trance, I think.
All right. I should have bought Funyuns.
Oh, spirits. My foot. Those pains. Not my knee. No, spirits. Hear us on this mortal plane. Tell us of your pain that we might extinguish it, thus freeing you. I don't suppose that...
Hello, mortal man. Why is it that you disturb us in our slumber?
Hello, to whom am I speaking?
In life, I was a barrister named Nigel Lawson, but now, divorced of my body, I roam this world without solace.
That's why you haunt us so?
Haunt? Why, a gentleman never haunts. No, I just float about and lament.
Well, do you know who it is that does haunt us?
Now, let me see. Perhaps young Gregory here is your chap. Hold on.
Mummy said that if I was quiet and in the closet when she had a gentleman caller that I could have a toffee. I didn't mean to eat the cheese what we set for the rats.
Oh, how dreadful. Are you the one haunting this young man?
Well, me. Ever since that one gentleman hugged Mummy's neck too much, she and me spends all our time together. Come along, Gregory. We're going to have ice creams with Napoleon. Oh, boy. Bye, mister.
Oh, so sorry. I thought for sure Gregory would be your man. Let me ask around. There are quite a few of us in here.
It was a snake! It was a speckled snake! I say, did I leave the gas on?
Ha! I told you wouldn't have the guts to pull that trigger!
Oh boy, I haven't had elderberry wine since I was a boy.
Is Nigel there by any chance?
Let me see.
Oh, sorry. I thought for sure one of us might be able to help you. Quite a few of us in here, you know.
Did all those people die here?
Oh, yes. All of us. And so many more. And so will you!
How do you know this, oh spirits? Have you seen the future?
No. I've seen the way you eat. One moment. Let me ask around a bit more.
Please hold. Your extra-dimensional communication is very important to us.
I'm back. I don't know who's bothering you, but it's nothing to do with any of us. It's not possible you've forgotten the true meaning of Christmas, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, sorry we couldn't be of more assistance.
Thanks all the same for what you did do. While I have you on the line, is there anything I can do for you?
Well, I could use some new socks and gaiters. Apparently afoot. Could you perhaps stab or poison £1.50 for me?
As you wish, Nigel.
Fair day, mortal man.
Game with the falling. Did we get anything?
No, I'm afraid not. Though I do think I should eat out more.
Well, I'm sure the fiancé will be glad of it. Hello, Mrs. Hampshire.
Here now, Mr. Meyer, Dr. Rosemary Time. This was dropped off for you by the Grav man. Seems you're 2 months late on your gravity bill.
Thank you, Mrs. Hampshire.
Aw.
Well, that would certainly explain the floating Chippendale as well as all the rest of the funny business.
Indeed, all because you failed to make good on our financial obligations to the East India Gravity Company.
Me? You were the one that was supposed to pay that bill.
What? You agreed to take it on when I put us up for that high-speed telegraph service.
I don't remember that discussion. And I'm certainly not paying.
Well, you certainly use more gravity than I do.
What? How dare you, sir?
And so ends the strange case of the Phantom Chippendale. Dear reader, I hope you'll return to the next mind-twisting puzzle to fall at the doorstep of my good friend, Grimpen Meyer, consulting detective.
I met her once.